Hi, I'm Philip Nelson for another Geek Beat TV music review. Today we're checking out the Korg Kaossilator 2. Ever heard of dubstep? Take a look at this. The Korg Kaossilator 2 is a very portable, basically dynamic phrase synthesizer that allows you to layer and create your own music. So let's take a look. So I'm going to plug in my, this is going to plug in a headphone jack for me. And so when you first look at the Korg Kaossilator 2, you have some different options for sounds. You have, you start off with some lead instruments. And anywhere you move your finger on this little touchpad, it changes the note and various settings that you can adjust. But we have different lead sounds. And what's cool about the way they've set it up is that it actually keeps you from making bad notes. You know, so it keeps all the notes in a good zone for you. So let's start off, and I'm going to do some loops. So we're going to go down to, we got some drums. So here's, I just hold down my finger, and I move it around. And it changes the tone and the sound and the loop, but it all blends together perfectly. So let's go in and we're going to use the Dubstep 2. And you'll see that as we move our finger around, it does different sounds from the dubstep style. So you have two different banks where you can actually record loops. So you can actually set down like a background track and then do some lead stuff over here, sound effects. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hit record. Now it's going to play that for me, and we can go in and add in another layer. So now that we have our little dubstep rhythm track, we can go back and we're going to go to bass guitar sounds. So, and I'm going to find a cooler sound. So it's like that sounds like Escape from New York for all those people that are old enough to remember Snake Plissken. There's also an arpeggio device, so you can turn it on and you can adjust that sound. But let's go to, I'm going to go to the distorted bass. Okay, so now I'm going to hit record again. So when I hold this down again, it's actually just going to layer that bass right on top. So you see we're building a little track here, and you know I'm not a keyboard player. I just actually got this device and started playing around with it. And that's what's really cool is whether you're a musician or not, you can actually make cool sounds, cool tracks with this. So now that we've got our bass, I'm going to layer in some sound effects. So now that I have kind of a sound I like, I'm going to record it. Ready? Now it's building this track. So now what we can do is we can go to the second bank where we can record another loop, and I can add in some lead stuff, I can change things up, or I can just go play live now with one of the lead instruments. So let's go back to the lead instruments here. Let's see what we want. So now I'm just going to play my loop. So we get it going, getting the beat going. You get the idea. So the cool thing about the Kaossilator 2 is, you know, you can actually keep, you know, I actually played with it for hours because it's just fascinating to sit there and make tracks and make music and really not have to worry about notes, just kind of play what feels good. The other test I did is I gave it to one of my kids. I gave it to my 3-year-old daughter, and she actually sat on the couch just making sounds. So it is a very, very cool device. It retails for around $230, but you can find it online for a lot less. But you know, the Korg Kaossilator 2 is, I would say, you know, after playing with it for a few days, is a must-have device in any wannabe musician's toolbox. And also, it's a new babysitter for my kids. So thanks for joining us here on Geek Beat TV, and we'll catch you next time with some new music reviews.